Am I live? And without further ado, I'm going to open up with the mantra. Good morning, by the way. Esitoma satgamaya Dhammasoma Jyotirgamaya Rityurman Ritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hope you are all doing well and having a really good weekend or whenever you watch this. So, let's drink some coffee first before we get started. Cheers. Got my red mug this time instead of my burgundy one. Coffee. The spice of life, right? So, for viewers that need to know, this live is for all zodiac signs from Aries to Pisces, sun signs, okay? Good morning. And in these readings, I'm going to be doing in the zodiac sign order, okay? If you just joined my live, hit the like button. Good morning. Hopefully you got your coffee before we start the readings for all zodiac signs. We'll be doing for the rest of this year, looking into your money, your personal evolution, and your romance, okay? I'll be having timestamps down below in the description box and comment area after this live is done, so you can get right to your zodiac sign, okay? Also, towards the end, I'll be doing a heads up on things that are going on in my channel, especially if you have a YouTube channel, okay? So stick around for those. We'll start out with Aries, then Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and end out with Pisces, okay? You just join my live, hit the like button. Good morning, Jacob. Glad you can join me. And thank you for the compliment. Got your coffee, people? You ready for some oracle readings? You have your coffee or your tea and then sit back and enjoy your reading, okay? Don't forget to hit the like button. Good morning. We're doing all zodiac signs to see what's going on for the rest of the year for you, okay? If you want to say hi in the chat, I can say hi before we start, okay? Hopefully it's not too early where you're at, but if you are, then you're on the same boat as me, 6 a.m. Fun. If you're subscribed to me, thank you for being subscribed to me. You're probably like, what the hell's going on here at 6 a.m. in the morning? Doing readings. That's what's going down. And drinking coffee. Yippee! Gotta have water too. So, shall we do the dang thing? Start out with Aries first. 2 shuffles. All right, Aries, big hugs. Let's get started on your reading, okay? So what changes are on their way for Aries for the rest of the year of 2025 in money, career, their evolution, and romantic life? Trust your path. So we're going to look into your money first, Aries, all right? Hi there, Puppets 3787. Glad you can join me. Don't forget to hit the like button. Back to you, Aries. So you got trust the path, and we're going to clarify it, okay? Please clarify trust your path with 5 cards. Take action. Change. Partnership. Easy does it. And writer. So when it comes down to your money, you're going to be listening to your intuition in case you need to come up with ideas for more throughout the year, like more money to keep you comfortable, okay, Aries? Males and females. Yeah, you're going to be looking into odd jobs. I see there's going to be a lot of action on your part to make things happen here in August, so that way you have more opportunity for growth in your money. And in September, there's going to be a lot of change up in your money, so you're going to be embracing that more. You're going to have more harmony here with being emotionally balanced with your money in October. And there's going to be a slow increase in November in your money. And then in December, I feel like you're going to be more creative in how you invest in your money in December. Some of you, it could be investing more into your vlog or blog or some kind of content, or even looking into some kind of writing towards the end of December, okay, Aries? So all in all, I see that good things are happening with your money. You're making sure that you're steady as you go, so you're not feeling overwhelmed, but trusting yourself in regards to your money. Yippee! That's a huge plus, okay, Aries? Huge victory. All right, Aries, let's look into your career. You got Harmony's Call, okay? Clarify Harmony's Call with 5 cards. Laborer. Helper. Health. Leadership. And slow. All right, so Aries, there's a reason why you're going to be called more to have an equilibrium here in your career. It's because you're going to be dealing with setbacks here in your career. And if you're wondering why it won't go to the next stage, is because of the fact you can't expect different results if you keep on doing the same thing over and over again here in your career. I see you going hard in your career in August, putting out more of your services in September. Excuse me. But in October, I see you finally doing something for yourself, more in balance of resolving an imbalance here in your career, where you're going to try to seek it more of an equilibrium here in October. So that way you have more balance and feeling replenished in your energy, Aries. There's going to be a call for your career where you step up in some kind of leadership role, okay, Aries, in November, to be crystal clear in your career. Whatever you do, especially if this is something new where you step up and start leading people. Some of your tribe is what I'm getting channeled in. But I don't see you giving up. I see that you're going to have a slow climb in December going into 2026 in your career. So it's better that there's movement instead of no movement, okay? But it's getting you to try to push you out of your comfort zone in a balanced way, okay? I see in 2026 is when your career goes through a transformation is what's getting channeled in, okay? So heads up with that, okay, Aries? Now in your evolution, yippee, you're protected, okay? So we're going to look into that, okay, Aries? So far, so good, you know? So clarify protected with 5 cards. Energy flow. Guided steps. Excuse me. Healing lack. Divinely protected. And rhythm of life. Hold on, I'm gonna blow out my nose because I don't know why I'm getting allergies in your reading, Aries. But yep, I am. All right, Aries. Back to you in your evolution. So you're protected, okay, throughout this year in order to have smooth sailing in your evolution, okay? I see that you're going to be releasing blockages here in August, so that way you're more going with the flow of life, which is getting you to keep on moving forward in September, even though you may feel like you're in a maze of life, but this is really getting you to try to trust yourself to face any kind of fears, okay? And in October, you're going to be healing a lot of lack here. Not feeling good enough, not being good enough, okay? Not having, you feel like you don't have enough. Yeah, you're going to go through that healing in October, which is a great evolution because it's going to get you to really have faith and hope that the universe has your back, Aries, which is going to lead out into December into you manifesting more in your life of what you want to manifest, not only in December, but leading into 2026, okay? So don't give up. You are protected, Aries, no matter what you did in the past, present, and future, okay? It's because you're growing through some kind of perfectionism is what I get channeled in. You're growing through the past to the present and really utilizing and understanding how balance is going to help you enjoy the journey versus imbalance, and how it triggers you to try to nurture yourself. So you're learning things, and it's great because you keep on having this momentum throughout the year in your evolution, okay? Not bad, not bad. Last one, and that is your romantic life, Aries. Release and renew. Yippee! So clarify this release and renew. 5 cards, please. Release your ex. Boom, boom. Trust. Romantic feelings. Flirt. And healing family issues. All right, so to show you this at the bottom, the deck, Aries, chemistry. So throughout this year, you're going to not let go of somebody you have huge chemistry with, okay? It's that strong magnetic attraction, right? Because there's things that you're excited about learning from them, or just you feel so drawn on a deep soul level, you know, to them. And I don't see you giving up on whoever this is, Aries. But I see you embracing beginnings and endings for renewals. So expect that in your romantic life. You're clearing out shit and having new beginnings throughout the year. So that way you're releasing your ex, you're learning how to trust, you're exploring how you feel about this person you have chemistry with, you're learning how to flirt again, and you're healing family issues too. So it's not bad. I don't see you, Aries singles, like really getting into 100% committal relationship, but I see that you're building towards it next year in 2026, because there's still some things you have to let go and have new beginnings with inside you about in order to clear the way for that end all be all kind of relationship if you want it, like leading to marriage, okay? What got channeled in for Aries females, you are just being patient and learning. Learning how to become more stable here through these different cycles here. You're having someone that you have a lot of chemistry with. So you're going with the flow of them as they learn, is what's getting channeled in, okay? Whoever this is that you have a lot of chemistry with, female Aries, they're learning a lot in life. So they'll be drawn to you in the year 2026, be able to go towards you without any hesitation or fear, okay? So what got channeled in, Aries female, sit back and relax, okay? And enjoy the journey, and they'll come towards you, okay? That's what got channeled in. But whatever you have to release is going to give you the momentum that you need to keep on moving forward, okay? Not bad. This is in order for you to make sure throughout the year of 2026 to transform and rise, Aries. That's at the bottom of the deck. And I wanted you to see that so that way you know crystal clear of what's going on, okay? So that way you can trust yourself, right? Because in 2026 for you, Aries, it's going to look entirely different from 2025. A different world, a different life without that past, okay? All right, Aries, that's your reading. I really hope it helps. Big hugs. You're always welcome, Aries, no matter if I've known you in the past, in the present, or the future, okay? Big hugs. Now let's move on to Taurus. So what up, Taurus? I'm going to set up your reading and then we'll get started, okay? And good morning, Taurus. Let's do 3 shuffles. of this deck. All right. So Tauruses, you are up. So what changes are on their way for Tauruses for the rest of the year 2025 in their money, their career, their evolution, and their romantic life? First card out for your money, Tauruses, is Open Doors. So we're going to look into your money for the rest of the year first. Clarify Open Doors with 5 cards. Easy does it. Take action. Change. Try not to sneeze, Taurus, in your reading. Partnership. Last card, Laborer. All right, so the rest of the year, Tauruses, you're going to be making decisions here on what's right for you in regards to your money, okay? There's going to be a shift here in your money where you're going to feel like you don't have enough is what's getting channeled in. But you're going to be going hard at the end of this year in order to acquire more money in December, okay? But I see before there's going to be an increase here in your money and some change throughout the year. I feel like you just need to be patient with yourself and not go so hard on your money. I see in November you're going to have some kind of clarity and balance in regards to your money. But I understand why you're going to be working hard for more money in December, because that's usually time where people start spending a lot for the holidays like Christmas and such. Just know your hard work is going to pay off, so keep on going. All right. But I got channeled in. Change is going to be coming in your money at the end of the year, which is going to transfer into the year 2026. Because I have this feeling, Tauruses, you're going to be moving into a different career in 2026, okay? So let's look into your career, okay? You got cutting edge. All right, clarify cutting edge with 5 cards. Teacher. Luck. Yippee! Odd jobs. Transporter. Last one, designer. You are going to look into new methods of making money throughout the year, which is going to lead into something new in 2026, because you're going to cut through any kind of obstacles and go towards your dream career, or for some of you need to hear it, dream job. Excuse me, I'm going to blow up my nose. Because I don't suck back my mocos, my boogers, okay? I blow them out, because when you suck them back, you can get sick. And I don't want to get sick. You understand that, Taurus. So, here in your career, Taurus, even though you're going to be cutting through obstacles and going towards your dream job, it looks good, because you're going to teach yourself, in order to aspire to do more here in your career. You're going to have, and that's in August, which is leading to some luck here on your side in regards to finding out more about more success and abundance and prosperity. It's what I get in September. You're going to be finding some kind of odd job here in October to help you along, but it's not going to be your career, okay? You may look into transportation jobs in regards to your career. I see Taurus in November, like a shipping job like UPS or FedEx, or even transportation from your local bus, becoming a driver like that, or even looking into driving people through their medical insurance. There's jobs like that. But in December, may look into something that's more artistic and really calls to you, like some kind of artist or designer. But whatever it is that you choose, it's going to really make you enjoy your job, whatever it is that you're designing, okay, in your career in December. But I really see you making strides and really trying to figure out what your dream career is throughout the year 2025 for the rest of it, okay? I got good luck, Taurus. It's going to happen, okay? So keep on moving forward, okay? Through any kind of obstacles throughout this year, okay? To be crystal clear. Now your evolution, you got Sky of Clarity. So clarify Sky of Clarity with 5 cards. Ooh, Beacon of Truth. Heartfelt petition. Spiritual strength. Sacred alchemy. Last one, guided steps. So in your evolution throughout the rest of this year, Taurus, looks great, because you're trying to make good decisions here in your life. And so your evolution in August is going to get you to pause and honor more of your inner guidance, your intuition, to move forward. You're going to face the truth is what's getting channeled in Tauruses about your life and what you need to focus on, okay, in August. It's part of your evolution, which is going to lead to September of you being patient as you receive things, and which is going to get you to focus on you, which is going to lead into you conquering obstacles in October and any kind of challenges. And it's going to move you forward in November to be more in harmony with yourself and what's going on in your life, and understanding your intention here and focusing on that, so you have more growth in your life and with inside you. looks really great because you have still momentum moving forward in December, where you're going to be releasing a lot of blockages in December, so that way you have good forward movement through anything starting out in 2026, okay? So yeah, you're going to be seeking a lot of clarity in order to have that forward momentum for the rest of the year. Didn't want to go into detail, okay, Tauruses, but it looks great. Your inner light is shining throughout this year, okay? Really facing any kind of obstacles. Okay, your last reading is in your romantic life, Tauruses, whether you're single or couple. Got stand strong. So clarify, stand strong with 5 cards. Religious factors. Forgiving and learning. Heart-to-heart conversations. New love. Woo! Yippee! And keep an open mind. So singles and couples, there's someone here that you're gonna, singles first, okay, Tauruses. I don't see anybody budging you on what you want to decide here for your romantic life. First of all, singles and couple Tauruses, it's because singles is because you're going through beginning and endings of new cycles throughout the rest of the year, really understanding here what you want in your romantic life in August, because there'll be religious factors. In September, you're going to be learning and forgiving, which is really going to have you release anything from the past. So that way you harnessing the power of what you want to create now, which is getting you to go out more and socialize more here in October, and having some heartfelt conversations with people that you're interested in, which is leading to a new cycle of new love with somebody that's going to really want an opportunity in love with you, okay, Tauruses? I see in November. In December, you're going to be healing any kind of expectations here in your romantic life, singles. So that way you get clearly what you want, but also be surprised, okay, in your romantic life, okay, Tauruses, singles. Now, couples, you're going to have a new beginning with your partner towards the end of the year. You're going to have more communication, and you guys are going to understand very clearly how to accept your religious factors, if they're different or the same, in order to be able to practice those things either together or separate, okay? In the end of the year, couples, you're going to be healing expectations of your partner and trying to go with the flow of things. So that way it leads to rock steady movement is what's getting channeled in Taurus couples in the year 2026, okay? So this is why you got staying strong, because you guys are going to be learning a lot in your romantic life in order to welcome in more, okay? All right, Tauruses, that's your reading. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and you're always welcome, Tauruses. Big hugs. Now I'll see you later. I'm going to move on to Geminis. Hey, Geminis, I'm going to set up the reading, then we'll get started, okay? 2 shuffles for Geminis. Good morning, everybody. All right, Geminis, let's do the damn thing. So what changes are on their way for Geminis for the rest of the year 2025 in their money, their career, their evolution, and their romantic life? Serene Haven came out for your money, Geminis. So clarify Serene Haven with 5 cards for Geminis. Caution, underworld, change, take action. Last card, Geminis, easy does it. I feel you're going to be doing great throughout the year, Geminis, in regards to managing your money. And you're going to take out the time to make sure that you're level-headed or emotionally balanced here in your and how you deal with your money, so that way you stay afloat, okay, throughout the year. I see that you're very careful in August and how you make decisions about your finances. Let's see, in September, it leads to you really trying to look into different methods of making money to increase it, which is going to lead to change here in your money in October. And it's going to be a positive outcome with your change, because it's going to lead to something better and more of an increase in October for you. In November, okay, you're needing to know this. Whatever your question is, this is a sign in November letting you know to go for it. Whatever it is, you want to take action towards in regards to what you want to invest in is what's getting channeled in November, okay? Which is going to lead into a slow and steady win for your money, okay, Geminis, in December, which is going to keep on rising in the year 2026, okay? So keep on going on whatever it is that you're trying to make sure you're investing in, okay? But you're managing your money really well throughout the year, okay, Gemini? So trust yourself, okay? Green light, yippee! Now let's see in your career, Geminis. Metamorphosis merge. Looks pretty good so far. Clarify. Metamorphosis merge with 5 cards. Offering. Ooh. Settling. The Rebel. Oh, what a Gemini rebel you are. Investments. And loss. All right, so here in your career, there's a reason why there's that metamorphosis merges, because you are trying to ask for help for those Geminis of what it is you can do to get through anything that that's still going to be that's what's getting channeled in, that feels unflexible here in your career. Just so you know, for the rest of the year, your career or blessing is lining up for you, Gemini, so stay positive and trust yourself, okay? Throughout this year and now forever, okay, to trust yourself. Because things are still merging together in regards to your career, okay? So it may not feel like things are going your way, but you're needing to trust it is. So that way you're going towards your goals throughout the year in regards to your career, okay? So let me clarify a little bit more, okay? Not too much detail, Gemini. We don't want to put you in your head because that just sucks, okay? So in August, you're going to be asked to come out of your comfort zone if you haven't already in regards to making your own money altar, okay? This gets you to focus on what it is you want to invest your money in. You can put family, you can put green and yellow candles, green and gold candles. You can put the god or goddess of your choice in regards to money, or saint, because different Geminis believe in different things, okay? And I'm all for it because I'm okay with anybody's spiritual path, okay? So you have fun. Look into money altars that are in your belief system, okay? And start having fun putting that money altar together in August, okay? That's this month already. Yippee! Because it's going to really get you to focus into going into the next stage, and that is in September, of really trusting in what your soul is telling you is the right way in regards to your career. So write it down in a journal and be able to focus on that and trust yourself, okay? This is really getting you to maneuver and make those decisive decisions about your career. Which is great because in October, you're going to be a rebel. You're going to throw down those shackles you had in the past in regards to your career, and you're going to feel free. Free to do and maneuver the way you want to, because now you're understanding whatever limitations you had in your career in October, you don't have those anymore. Yippee! For Geminis, which is going to get you to invest more into your career. So whatever you do in your career, whether it's self-employed or employed by somebody, you're going to make sure that you're going to invest in yourself where you have the right technology, upgrading your technology, your higher learning, that kind of stuff. And you'll just know which one speaks to your soul, Gemini, because you're going to trust yourself throughout this year and now until forever, okay? Now, you're getting this heads up in December in your career. There may be a loss here, but from this ending, there's going to be a new beginning to your career in 2026. You're needing to see that this ending, this loss in your career, is bumping to where you need to go in 2026. And you're going to have that stability within inside you, not to cave into that loss, not to feel depressed about it, but going, see, I gave it my all, and now I know where I need to go for sure, and it's okay. You're going to gain it like it's an experience and a huge win instead of a loss, okay? So that's why you're getting this this update that you need to know, okay? So you let go of the past to focus your energy on what lies ahead in December in regards to your career, okay? And yeah, you're going to get a lot of help from the angelic realm, okay? In case you believe in angels and stuff like that, okay, Geminis? So heads up with that. All right, let's move into your evolution throughout this rest of the year, okay, Geminis? You got steady progress. Yippee! You're like, I'm good with that. Steady as you go, Geminis. Is any further than that? Well, we don't want you taking a spill and falling on your butt or down the stairs, because that sucks, huh, Gemini? So let's clarify steady progress with 5 cards. Real connection. That's a huge yippee. Healing lack. That too. Divine protection. Rhythm of life. Last card, Geminis, energy flow. Yo. All right, Geminis, so excited to say this. Throughout this year, you're going to try to make sure you're balanced and understand to focus on your intention here. Okay? This is why you're getting steady progress for the rest of the year, because you're connecting with your soul tribe here in August. And if you wanted to know, I am part of your soul tribe. So yippee! Big hugs, Gemini. You're not alone, sirs and ma'ams. You're not alone. Which is going to get you to honor more of your divine essence with your tribe. Okay? Even though we have our weird quirks, Geminis, we all tend to help each other out throughout the journey whenever we need it, okay? So big hugs again, Geminis. And what's great is that this connection is leading to you to keep on having that momentum going forward. Here in September, you're going to be healing any kind of lack of not being good enough, not having enough, not doing enough, okay? So yippee, that's a huge victory again for Geminis. Now you're going to be moving forward here in your evolution where you're feeling more guided and divinely protected, okay? Because the universe, you're going to come to have more of that awareness that the universe does and always has your back, okay? You're just coming to the evolution of perceiving it more, okay? Because you're clearing out all that and healing all that lack, okay, from the previous month. And what's great is in November, you're going to be feeling more confident to manifest more in your life. That's when it comes down to you wanting to invest in those beautiful ideas, okay? So write them down because they're not stupid, okay? From now until forever, Geminis, okay? Because in December, you're going to be releasing any kind of block. So you're ready for the next level stuff in your life in the year 2026, okay? What got channeled in? Okay, Geminis, you're not done yet. Not even close, you're not done yet. I don't care if you're in your 18s, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, 90, 100s. Hey, Geminis, I'm shooting for 300. It's a good goal, right? Have you ever heard anybody living until they're 300? Yeah, I'm going to be that one. Yippee! You're going to be like, why? Why do you want to live that long? It's something I've been collaborating with Earth Mother to do, to make the impossible possible. That makes sense, Geminis. Not a bad thing, you know? Everybody has their dreams, wanting to be the rich and famous stuff, but you don't see anybody really going toward the point of, hey, maybe let's live to 300, see how that goes, you know? All right, Geminis, let's look into your romantic life, okay? You got stop and reflect. Yippee! It's always good, right? So you want to rush into it. Well, Unless you want the wham bam thank you ma'am kind of situation, Gemini. But I have a feeling with you Geminis that are watching me, you're like, no, because I can feel it in your energy. Okay. See it in the cards too. Okay. So clarify, stop, and reflect with 5 cards. Woo! Passion. Speaking of. Wedding. Woo! Remember, Geminis, I love to be playful and tease. Okay. It's just part of the process of, being lighthearted. Separation. True love. And engagement. Whoa. All right. So, singles and couples, Geminis, let's do the damn thing of giving you your updates through the rest of the year in your romantic life. Okay. I see you, Gemini singles, figuring shit out and how you feel about somebody and how you feel about what you want in your romantic life. I feel as though you're going through an update throughout this year because of the fact you want it to lead to something that is committal. Yes, you do, is what's getting channeled in. No matter what has happened in the past, Gemini singles, I'm not talking about the past, okay? I don't see the past coming back for you because you're still figuring a lot of things out, like who you're passionate about in August. And if you are passionate about somebody, you're wanting to see if whether or not it involves marriage in September. I don't see you being with anybody because there is a separation energy here from you or anybody, singles. And I see you being very patient in November to wanting that long lasting romantic partnership. Someone who is as patient and wanting something committal as you, which is going to send you through any kind of obstacles in December, especially in regards to loneliness. I don't see you guys giving into that, but I really feel that you're exploring more of your romantic feelings with certain situations, but I don't see you really like going gung ho of sitting down and conversating with them or sitting down and like, you get what I mean? You're going to be all about your feelings and how you want to express them, because this is why the pause and reflect came on, to getting crystal clear with you of how you feel, what you want in your romantic life, okay, singles? And it's great because sometimes we have to go through an update, especially if we've gone through a past situation that we just saw that we're going through cycles and now we want to break them. Now for Gemini couples. Throughout this year, you're going to pause and reflect on how it is that you're going to express yourself more towards your partner. Your passions and desires are going to be more known to your partner when you scoop them up and dance with them and have moments where have karaoke night in not in October but August. I see you guys in September showing more of the public your relationship, going out and about, or even I get in September of renewing your vows. For some of you that are married, okay, Gemini couples. I see in October, when it comes down to you couples, it'll be a make it or break it time in your couple situation of whether or not do you want to forgive and learn. So It's up in the air is what's getting channeled in October, whether or not you want to break up with your partner and separate from them, okay? Gemini couples. But I see in November for you Gemini couples that decide to want to forgive and learn, that you overcome those challenges and you have patience with each other. I feel like you start rekindling that love again and getting through those obstacles you had in October. And that's when it's going to send your relationship to the next level for you couples that are not married, that are Gemini couples, okay? So that's what I have. In December, there's an ascension for couples that don't want to break up. Big hugs, Geminis. A lot to figure out, but you'll be able to navigate and go with the flow of things here because you're grounding yourself and stopping and reflecting and not going full ham in your romantic life, which is going to create a lot of stability in your emotions getting through anything throughout the year. So I have to be crystal clear about that, okay? And this, because it keeps on getting channeled in, okay? Gemini couples. There won't be a breakup unless you decide to forgive and learn from each other. Okay? I have to be crystal clear about that because everybody has free will. Okay? And I have different Geminis that watch me that are couples. Okay? All right. So, Geminis, that's your reading. I really hope it helps. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and big hugs, Geminis. I'll see you later, okay? Now let's move on to Cancer. Hey, Cancers, got to set up your reading. Thank you for being patient while I do so, okay? And for those who just joined me, hit the like button. I'll be doing all zodiac signs, and we're seeing what's going down for the rest of the year for you, okay? And good morning. I'll be doing timestamps at the end of this live so you can go right to your reading too. For those who needed to know, okay? 2 shuffles. All right. So Cancers, let's do the dang thing. So what challenges are on their way for, what changes are on their way for Cancers for the rest of the year, 2025, in their money, career, their evolution, and their romantic life? Sorrow heals. So we're going to look into your money first, Cancers, okay? Clarify sorrow heals with 5 cards for Cancers. Planner. Denial. Comfort. Peacemaker. Teacher. So, Cancers, for the rest of this year, you're going to be healing how you feel and fixing things in your money throughout this year. And it's only because of the fact you need to change things up. So that way money is not stressing you out anymore and you're being consistent in such a different way with your money. You just need to know when you fix your finances easily, it can be done easily, Cancers, but some sacrifices need to be required. And part of it is your expectation and learning that things cannot be perfect in your money. Okay. Something we all had to learn, including I. So now it's your turn. Throughout this year, you're going to be learning more because you're going to be planning things I see in August, which is going to lead to you really facing if you're in denial here about your money and how it's going in and how it's going out. Because I have a feeling, Cancers, the reason why there's an imbalance is because there's something else stressing you out and you're taking it out on your finances, your money, okay? So you're just needing to know not to be in denial about what needs to have that readjustment, okay? But once you readjust whatever it is to transform it in September, it's going to lead to more comfort here, where you're going to be more comfortable in your money, where it's not stressing you out. But you're, it's like you're healing envy and lack, okay, in regards to your money in October, which is going to allow you in November to be more of a peacemaker and being at peace with your money. And in December, there's going to be those around you that's going to want to learn more and how you bounce back from your situation in regards to your money. I see it in December. So you're going to have the real opportunity to teach others how to get through obstacles with their money, okay? So heads up with that. You're going to get through it, okay, Cancers? So stay focused and balance, okay? Especially fixing those finances, okay, throughout the year. Now, your career, you got a gate of opportunities, Cancers. So we're going to see what this is about. Because that's a yippee card. Because it's great to have opportunities in your career, right, Cancers? Clarify gate of opportunities. 5 cards for Cancers, please. Retail. Angelic help. Caution. Underworld. And change. I feel that you're going to have an opportunity in whatever services that you're putting out there in the world, Cancers. You're going to have a real big opportunity with it throughout the rest of this year. Your ideas about your clothing and the fabric, that's what I'm talking about for some of you Cancers that needed to know. Especially if you're going to want to design your own business and what it is you want to sell, okay? For some of you are already into that, you know. I see in August that you're going to be saving up money, your energy, and trying to create more of a passive income by moving a business online or increasing your line of products. Got channeled in, just do 2 at a time, okay, Cancers? So that way it gets you excited to release more a little at a time, okay? So that way you're not breaking the bank, okay? That's for August. But it's leading to you trusting yourself more here in your career because blessings are lining up for you in September, okay? So have faith and trust to keep on moving forward, okay? And what got channeled in, do your self-care regimen, especially of meditation, okay? And for your career. It's going to be a lot more cautious of going slow here in your career in October, which is going to lead in November of you finding different methods of making money. And December, there's going to be a good change up where you're going to embrace new things that are going to change up here in your career, okay, Cancer, in December, which is going to lead to a really good outcome here in your services leading into 2026, okay? So don't neglect these opportunities is what's getting channeled in for the rest of the year, okay? Yippee! Now in your evolution, Cancers, got worth the effort. Clarify worth the effort with 5 cards for Cancers. Mystic Circle, Blessed Growth, Inner Peace, Illuminated Vision, last one, Seeing the Beauty. Oh, you got to see this, Cancers. You're divinely protected, okay? Yippee! So you're going to see something's going to hit you into the next gear that's going to help you embrace more challenges as opportunities for your own spiritual evolution. Because here in August, you're going to be patient as you move forward with a grounded stance in order to move into nurturing your dreams here, what you want in your life. Navigating by the stars by following your bliss, Cancers. Yippee! That's what got channeled in for especially September, which is going to have more inner peace for you to cultivate letting go and having faith, more inner peace in October. In your evolution, you're going to be expanding more, which is going to illuminate more of your path moving forward of choices. And that choice you're going to pick is your full potential in November, where you're going to see things a lot clearer, especially through fall season. And in December, you're going to see more of the bigger picture in your life of what's really important to you, okay, Cancers? You're going to visualize the divine plan for you. Yippee! That's a huge victory. And that's what's going to make you wanting to have that effort. That's awesome. So that's of your evolution throughout the year. The rest of the year, okay, of 2025, Cancers. Now let's look into your romantic life, Cancers. You got divine flow. Yippee! Huge victories. All right. Let's see, Cancers, in your romantic life. Singles and couples is what I get. Verify divine flow with 5 cards for Cancers. Keep an open mind. Oh, love yourself first. codependency, attraction. Last one, chemistry. I feel, Cancers, whether you're single or couple, you're going to try to be patient as the universe, your God, whatever your belief system is, brings you your blessings here in regards to your romance, singles and couples. But to be crystal clear, singles and couples, you're going to be healing any expectations here in August of your romantic life. Because you know you deserve love and you're lovable, and you're going to understand that very deeply for the rest of this year with inside you and your romantic life. Because here in September, singles and couple Cancers, you're going to be focusing on yourself, making sure that you're good, because that's how you're going to attract the person in for you Cancer singles. For you couples, your romantic partner is going to see you very vibrant and attractive because of the fact you're taking good care of yourself, okay? That's in September. In October, you're going to be healing any kind of codependency or addictions, Cancer couples and singles, which is going to lead into November, you attracting and growing more here in your romantic life. With or without anybody is what's getting channeled in for you couples and single Cancers. But don't worry, because there's no breakup at all this year for you Cancers that are couple. But I see you couple Cancers and singles really being, got channeled in, really getting glued to who you have chemistry with, okay? And it's going to lead into the next year of 2026, where you're going to focus that things are important to you here in your romantic life. Keeping it fresh, keeping going with the flow of things is what I get, okay? You got to see what that's the bottom of the deck, Cancer, because I was curious. You're going to make a worthy goal, getting out and being inspired to keep working towards your life purpose. Okay? Ta-da! So, Cancers, that's your reading. I really hope it helps. Hit that like button, Cancer. Subscribe, and I'll see you later, okay? Please enjoy the journey. Now let's move on to, let's see, Leos. What up, Leos? Big hugs. Hey, Leos. You got to get your reading all squared away. Then we'll get started, okay? It means putting all the cards back together and then, doing the, fleshing the cards. Mixing them. Hey, if you just joined my live, hit the like button, please. Gotta look on the battery so it doesn't die. Oh, 52, not bad. Not a lot of people have this much patience to do a huge, thorough reading on all zodiac signs, but I don't mind. Let me see, what time is it? 7:15. So I've been on here for a good hour and 15 minutes. If someone's watching, hit that like button. Thank you. One more shuffle for Leos. Hey, Leos, whoever's watching, cheers, coffee. All right. Now, what changes are on their way for Leos for the rest of the year 2025? in money, career, their evolution, and their romantic life. Hey, Leos, we're going to do your money first, okay? We got planning phase. Not bad. Verify. Planning phase with 5 cards for Leos. Unexpected. Windfall. Yippee! Leos are like, wait, what? Windfall of money. I'll tell you what month, too. Silence. Setbacks. Rider. So I see Leos, okay, throughout this year that you're in a planning phase because you're using your spirituality for emotional stability here in your money. So that way you get through any kind of obstacles, challenges, stuff like that. So in August, you're going to be ready for any unexpected financial setbacks, okay? Which is leading to September of you having a balance or windfall of money that comes in, where you're going to make decisive decisions in how to invest the money or just keep balance with it is what I get, which is going to lead to you being silent about your money, because you're going to understand that here in October, if you share too much, it'll be risky, okay? Because you're going to continue to build more here in your money in October. Woo, good job. Not everybody has to know every little thing about your life, right, Leos? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So I see there's going to be some setbacks in November. So if you're wondering, or if you expect different results, but if you keep on doing the same old thing in your money over and over again, it's getting you to do something different here in November, okay? So that way you overcome any setbacks in your money, okay? Now I see in December in your money, we got channeled in, you're going to be more of an accountant of making sure what goes in, what goes out. Because you're going to try to manifest more here in December in your money, so that way there is a clear view of what you need to do in 2026 with your money, okay? So this is why you're going through a planning stage, so that way you're not getting stressed out throughout the year about your money, okay? Be crystal clear with you, Leos. Yippee! Nothing wrong with that. Now in your career, you got just go with it. Yippee! Let's see what this is about, Leos. Big hugs. Clarify, just go with it with 5 cards for Leos. Life purpose, mechanic, health, leadership, slow. All right, so you're going to have to go with the flow for the rest of the year, in case you didn't know. But I see you going with the flow of things here, learning a lot in regards to your career, because you're going to be focused on your life purpose here in August. You know, that way you're getting new ideas and inspiration to guide you to more towards your divine calling. Okay? God channeled in because there's much more than what you've been doing. Okay? Higher education may be required, okay, Leos, and you're going to be looking more into that throughout the year, which is going to lead to you in September of fixing things in your career. And October, you're going to be balancing out, taking good care of your energy and your health, coinciding with balance with your career, which is great, which is going to lead you to that next level in your career of getting an opportunity of some kind of leadership. Okay. So heads up with that. And you'll be ready for it in November for this leadership role. Okay. Because once you accept it, you'll step into your power and your career will soar. Okay. You have to know that that'll be in November. Now it will lead to making a slow progress here in your career, but you'll be getting there. Okay. More movement, more ascension, meaning going upward. Okay. Especially if you've been wanting to learn more of sales and business management for some of you Leos. Okay? Yippee! All right. Now in your evolution, Leos, get release burdens. Yahoo! That's always good. That's a huge victory to me. Who wants to have all those burdens all the time? That shit weighs you down, huh, Leos? Drop some cards. I got them all. Gotta make sure. Woo! And I moved that too. Get back here, tripod. There we go. All right, Leos. Let's clarify release burdens. Clarify release burdens with 5 cards for Leos. Wild creation. True north. Sacred journey. Pathway beyond. Last card, Leos, sacred alchemy. Yippee! Just so you know, Great Spirit God, whatever you believe in, Leos, is definitely collaborating with you in order to make more growth in your life through your evolution within inside you. And you needed to know that, okay? Because this is why throughout this year you're going to be releasing burdens so that way you see things clearly and let go of what no longer serves you so you can gain more insight about your life. So in August, through your evolution, you're going to be, it's going to help you be more open to life and its surprises, which is going to lead into September of you being aligned to the decisions and how you're going to be good, how Spirit's going to guide you through those decisions, okay? To be crystal clear, that's why you got your true north, so that way you're excelling upwards instead of being stuck, where you're trusting your own intuition in September more. Yourself, really. Now, in October, you're going to be open to some new things in your path, and you're going to be going through a transformation. That way things are settling more inside you with ease, is what's getting channeled in. In November, it's going to help you release what no longer serves you. And there's going to be new things that are going to be opening up for you in your life. And that's when you're going to have faith and more trust in yourself to move you forward into these new things that are going to happen. In December, you're going to have more harmony within inside you and focusing on your intentions to manifest more in your life. It's going to be slow in December, but you're going to see it more prominent in 2026 of what you were trying to create in December of 2025. Okay, Leos? To be crystal clear, your evolution looks very promising and awesome. So if you needed a green light to release those burdens, start now. Please and thank you. Yippee! Now let's look into your romantic life. You got unity blossoms. Like that. Let's clarify. Unity blossoms with 5 cards for Leos. It's safe for you to love. Finances and career. Honeymoon. Give your relationship a chance. And let your friends help you. Singles and couple Leos. Singles first. You're going to be getting through any kind of uncertainty and confusions in your romantic life throughout this year because you're going to be fostering more balance and harmony with inside yourself and your romantic life, okay, throughout this year. Singles and couples, Leos. Back to you, singles, then couples. So singles, I see that with this new profound growth that's happening in your romantic life, it's going to help you learn how to remain open or start unlocking your heart, I feel, in August, which is leading you to balance more of your romantic life and your career and money, so that way you can foster more in your life. With tranquility is what's getting channeled in, which is leading you to pick and choose of, if you want to go on vacation with a love interest or with yourself, okay? But I feel like you're going to give something a chance in order to see if whether or not you want a romantic relationship or partnership with somebody. Leo, singles in November, which is transforming you into talking more with your friends so that way you get more help in your romantic life. So that way it grows more. I get new perspectives on things in December that you're going to gain from friends, okay? And some family members, okay? Now, Leo couples, you're being challenged to remain open here to your partner in August, even if it's your birthday, goofballs, okay? That way it grows your bonds together, okay? Which is leading you to making sure you're not overworking, okay? And not giving less to your romantic life in September, couple Leos. You're going to have a chance, Leos, in October of whether or not you want to do vacation time, even if it's a couple of days with your partner. Leos, I get that freaking song stuck, like just put in my head. Come sail away, come sail away, come and sail away with me. All right. So, why the honeymoon card came out, Leos, is that in October you're going to have an opportunity to take a vacation. You may want to take a vacation going on some kind of um, boating expedition or even just going on a cruise, okay? Fun, Leos, okay? At least do it once in a lifetime kind of thing if you want to. But I bet you'll get addicted because when I recommend that to anybody I've talked to, because they're very adventurous, just like me, they'll end up taking it and they were addicted to going on cruises for a while. It's so fun. But anyway, so you'll have that opportunity in October, Leo couples, which is going to get you to nurture more of your partnership with your partner in November, and getting you to open up to your friends if there's any cool ideas that you can do in your romantic life with your partner in December, especially around the holidays and stuff. Because whoever this person you're with, Leos, whether you're in marriage or in just going towards marriage, you know, this person you've known for a very long time. It's like you guys are kindred souls that played out lifetimes of being with each other in different lifetimes, is what I'm trying to say, okay? So I don't see no breakup for you couples one bit, whether you're in a marriage situation or heading towards marriage, okay? But I see things growing. Yippee! Okay? So, Leos, big hugs. It's always a pleasure. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you later, okay? Now let's move on to, let's see, Virgos. I don't care if this is a long life. People need to know about the rest of the year, and I don't mind. That's why I do timestamps, right? That way, if people want to hear it later on, they'll go right to their reading. So Virgos, I'm going to set up your reading and then we'll get started, okay? Two shuffles. Good morning, everybody. I have to say that. Sometimes I get glitches in my lives of who comes and goes in this life. Now, Virgos, let's do your reading, okay? So what changes are on their way for Virgos for the rest of the year 2025 in their money, their career, their evolution, and their romantic life? Give up control. We're looking into your money first, okay, Virgos? This should be interesting. Clarify, give up control. 5 cards for Virgos. Shift. Helper. Denial. Comfort. And Peacemaker. All right, so Virgos, for the rest of this year in regards to your money, there's a reason why you got to give up control, so that way you believe in more of your own luck, can help you cultivate any abundance in your life, including transforming your mindset about money. Because I see that there's going to be a shift here in August in regards to your money. And it's only because you're taking your career in a totally different direction. That's why there's a shift going to be in your money in August, which is getting you to start opening up some kind of goal here to align with your desires, not with others in regards to your money. Services are going to be required in order to cultivate more money for Virgos that needed to know that. Especially if you're going from the self-employed mode. But if you're working for somebody else, you have to abide by their rules are in regards to services. Okay? To be crystal clear. In October, you're going to be challenged with, if you want to be denial about how to fix your money, where you're not faking it to making it. You're not living above your means, Virgos, in October, okay? There's a transformation here. This is what's going to really transform your mindset and how to accumulate abundance like money towards you in a different way. And you're going to figure it out with that transformation, because I don't see you sticking into being in denial mode about your money in October for very long. Because in November, whatever you do to transform your money, it goes right into comfort, where you're not rich, but you're comfortable and you're okay with that. Which is in December, making peace with yourself in regards to money. With you transforming your perception on money is what's making you adopt a win-win attitude with your money. And learning how to negotiate with yourself with money in a very harmonious kind of way in December, okay? Which is freeing you from limitation and transforming your perception on money, so you're not upset about your money anymore, off balance about it. And it's going to lead to brighter times in the year 2026 for you, Virgos, okay? So good job, Virgo. Not bad. This is you getting through money obstacles, and you're going to do great, okay? I believe in you, okay? Big hugs, Virgos. Now in your career, you got to adapt to a transformation. Clarify, adapt to a transformation. The 5 cards for Virgos. Got health, science, Gaia, manifesting, the office. All right, so when it comes down to your career, you're going to be adapting for a transformation. It's because you're wanting to embrace more change and growth here in your career, and dealing with anything unexpected that's going to affect your money through your career. Because I see in August, you're going to be healing your health, your wealth, and what you value, and healing your career. in order for you to look very closely here at your career, in order to solve any kind of business issues, explore new ways of doing things here in your career, like different fields and stuff. But you're going to be very open-minded here if you want to transition to something different that is more fulfilling for you, Virgos, in September. Okay? What better in looking at it in your month of your season? Now in October, you're going to having more faith here in your career and trusting yourself and the universe. You're going to be healing more here of yourself and your career so things can move in balance. You're doing some regrouping in order to soothe your mind about your career too, which is not bad, because you're going to hit it to the next zone here in your career in November, where you're manifesting, putting more of your ideas, your talents out there, whether you're self-employed or employed by a company. Okay? Awesome. Now in December, you're going to be thinking more of what's the greater good for you and here in your career so you can achieve and have more of a better outcome here, especially if you're working some kind of desk job. I feel like you're not going to be jumping ship of where you're at in your career, but if anything, you're going to delegating more tasks and boosting more of your earnings here in December. Okay, Virgos? So this is why there's a transformative energy going on here in your career throughout the year, because, and it's happening on the inside out to you, so you see that change, not only on the inside and outside of you in your career. Very cool. So whatever challenges you're going to face, and you're going to be prepared for it. Okay? You're going to really try to be rock steady, but also be flexible, like earth and water energy if you needed to know. Okay? Yippee! Now let's go into your evolution, okay, Virgos? You got Ignite Ambition. Very cool so far. Everything in your mama is trying to make sure that you have that fire in your belly throughout this year. Okay, Virgo, so you don't feel stuck. Okay? Clarify, Ignite Ambition. 5 cards for Virgos. Aspire higher. Clear passage. Divine protection. Yippee! Mystic circle. And blessed growth. So you're going to be challenged throughout this year in order to pursue more of your desires with drive and face things with bravery as you move forward and it reveals itself on your journey. This is part of your evolution, so you be open to surprises and not be stuck in any kind of way in the mind or in the body, okay, Virgos? Because I see that in August, part of your evolution is you seeing the bigger picture about your own destiny and where you need to go. That's why there's going to be a pause, so that way you see it, so that way you're not caught up in your head anymore about where you need to go in life, which is going to move you forward and making good decisions, okay? Which is going to get you to have more patience and be guided, because you're going to finally have a transformation in your perceptions, okay? Because you're going to realize that the universe has your back now and always. Yippee! Now in November, you're going to have a more grounded stance. So that way in December, you're nurturing more of your dreams. And there's going to be a lot of growth here. It's because you're going to be stable and solid, and you're going to be growing your own roots of success. That's what's getting channeled in. Okay? Awesome. That's part of your evolution that's going on throughout this year. Very cool. Now in your romantic life, Virgos, you got worthy goal. Not bad. Clarify worthy goal. The 5 cards for Virgos. Calling in your soulmate. Healing family issues. Very soon. Staying optimistic. Last one, Virgos, soulmate. Okay, single Virgos, then couples for your messages. Singles, you're going to make it a worthy goal to make sure that you're doing things in balance here in your romantic life. Okay? In order to go out and about and be in your own sanctuary and balance is what I feel. Because what's going to inspire you first is you building up that courage and being focused on positive outcomes here when you go out and about. First is you're going to start here by making visualizations, having prayer and affirmations to keep you nice and stable and solid here in August in your for singles and couples, I feel, in August. For singles and couples, it's leading to you guys healing any kind of family issues, so it won't affect your romantic life in September, which is going to get you making decisive decisions on what it is that you want to prove upon within inside yourself that will affect your romantic life in a positive way, singles and couple Virgos. This is transitioning you to November of being more optimistic about your love life. And in December, I feel you guys are going to be cozying up with each other, couples and singles, with your love interests, getting to know them. For you couples, not a damn breakup throughout the end of, well, the next, not just the next year, but I feel throughout this whole rest of this year, Virgos, no breakup, okay? I'm trying not to be too loud. Don't want to hurt anybody's ears or even wake up my daughter, because it's still early in the morning. Okay, big hugs, Virgos. Had to stop myself because I got too excited. All right. Making sure I have enough battery power. Okay, Virgos. So, Virgos, big hugs. That's your reading. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Okay, Virgos, big hugs. Please enjoy your journey. Now let's move forward to Libras. Gotta mark it down. Finally hit that halfway point. But I want to be nice and thorough with people so that way they know what's up in their reading. I don't just do love readings, I do all of the above. All right, Libras, I'm getting your reading all set up, okay? So thank you for your patience. 2 shuffles. Morning, everyone. All right. So what changes are on their way for Libras for the rest of the year 2025 in their money, their career, their evolution, and romantic life? Ooh, emerging dawn. So Libras, we're looking into your money first, okay? Cheers, by the way. Clink. Clarify, emerging dawn, with 5 cards for Libras. Business, student, windfall, silence, unexpected. All right, so throughout this year, you're going to be planning, okay, but you're going to have a beginning to an ending in here throughout the year and your money, okay? Okay, Libras, if you want to round it up and see it as the big picture, okay? You have endings and new beginnings in your money throughout the rest of this year, and you're going to be planning for it, okay? Because in August, you're going to be raising more of your awareness and thinking bigger if you want more income about your money, which is going to lead you to wanting to learn more financial planning. What does a financial advisor do? Accountant? You're going to be like getting all white and nerdy about it. Okay, Virgos. And it don't matter what ethnicity you are, you're going to get all nerdy about it, which is great because it's going to really help you into the next month to have more of an increase or balance here, a positive cycle here in your money in October, okay? September, yep, that's when you become the student, learning more about your money. Now in November, you're going to be silent here about your money. Ain't no one's business but your business, Libras, in regards to your money. Because you've learned in the past sharing too much about your money can be risky. Not everybody is trustworthy, right, Libras? So big hugs. I see that. Which is going to lead to something unexpected here. Of you getting ready for financial for any kind of setbacks, but you're going to move beyond that kind of crisis in order to take control, so that way your outcome is still up to you. What God channeled in, I'll help you with that when the time comes in December. I'll be doing readings throughout the months, okay? Especially in December, all right? Libras, if you need help with that unexpected financial setback. But you'll get through it, so that way you have a new beginning here in 2026 with your money, all right? So heads up with that. Now, in your career, you got to adapt to a transformation, Libras. I'm going to see what this is about for the rest of the year. Clarify, adapt to a transformation with 5 cards for Libras. Peacemaker. The Office. Slow. Retail. And angelic help. When it comes down to your career, Libras, throughout the rest of this year, you're going to be going through a transformation within inside you, and it's going to affect your career throughout the year. And that's you nurturing it one step at a time. So I'm going to dive a little bit deeper on what that is, okay? In August, you're going to become more of a peacemaker here. So you have more of a win-win attitude in your career, and your negotiations go really well, and making deals really well, okay? Which is going to lead you to, especially if you have an office job, to boost more of your earnings here in your, so opportunities to get more tasks done, more time to work, like overtime and stuff I get. Those opportunities are going to happen more in September for you, which is going to lead into October, where things may be going slow, but you're making progress here in your career and you're getting there, okay? So remember, slow and steady work leads to sustainable success, okay, in October. So that way you're not freaking yourself out about your career, okay? Now in November, you're going to be looking into creating some kind of passive income in order to moving things forward here in your career. But I also get cultivating your ideas here in your career as well, okay, Libras? Which is going to lead to more spiritual and angelic help here. I feel as though you're going to leave it up to faith here at the end of December to get you through anything in your career, which is going to help you trust the universe or whatever your belief system is here to help you out in your career. So that way you have blessings that line up and you're trying to stay positive and trust yourself in December about your career, okay? Not bad. Yippee! Now let's look at the solution. Ooh, it looks great. Walking unscathed. Well, I can tell you right now, you're not going to be falling for any kind of bullshit, Libras, throughout the rest of this year. It's because you're trusting yourself not to fall into any kind of traps in your life, but staying focused on what matters. So we're going to look a little bit deeper, okay, so you know. Verify walking unscathed. 5 cards for Libras. True North. Sacred Journey. Pathways Beyond. heavenly embrace. Last one, Libra, guardian armor. Okay, warrior. All right, so why there's this overall picture of you not falling into traps is because you're making sure that you're making decisive decisions with clarity, okay, Libras? And to go even deeper than that, to give you a little bit more detail, in August, you're going to be aligning to these decisions, and these are the decisions that are going to propel you forward, wherever your North Node is, Libras. But I also get you using your intuition and trusting yourself to keep on moving you forward, which is moving to you to have a transformation in September. That way you're grounded, stable, and solid and emotionally balanced, which is moving you into October to trying new things and being receptive to new things coming to you, opportunities. Because you're going to also be releasing what no longer serves you here in October as well, for your more evolution in your life, which is going into you being guided by your spirit guides or even me to help you move forward into December of facing and guarding yourself against fears and doubts and setting healthy boundaries, so that way you're focused on moving forward into the year 2026. Yippee! Okay, very awesome of your evolution for the rest of this year. Now let's look into your romantic life, Libras. That Sky of Clarity. Clarify Sky of Clarity with 5 cards for Libras. Keep an open mind. Love yourself first. Codependency. Attraction. True love. So single and couple Libras, you're going to be gaining a lot of clarity here on what you want to do in your romantic life in order to express yourself in different ways. Okay. First, in October, is the first step is you healing any kind of expectations, single and couple Libras, of what your romantic partner should be, how they should act, everything. Okay. And how they should come to you, treat you, and all that stuff. So you can clear it all out. Okay. Start from square one is what's getting channeled in. And in return, it's getting you in September to focus on yourself, to take good care of yourself, because you look more active when you have more self-respect and keeping yourself healthy, strong, vibrant, that kind of thing. I see you in October releasing yourself from any kind of addiction or codependency. Okay, single and couple Libras, which is return, opening things up where you're attracting more in the present moment, not worry about the past or future possibilities, no matter if you're in a couple or a single situation. More nurturing energy in November for you, which is in December for you couple and single Libras, being patient in your romantic life, especially if you want somebody to come in or just getting to know somebody. It's what I get for you singles, and for you couples, just being patient with growing that bond between you and your partner, okay, in December. So no breakups, it's just you making sure that you know clearly what you want and how you want to express yourself in your romantic life, okay, Libras, for the rest of the year. Very cool. Love, love, love is what's getting channeled in Libras. Big hugs. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. And don't forget to hit the like button, Libras. You're always welcome. And now I got to move forward to Scorpio land. Yeah, Scorpios. So I'll see you later, okay, Libras? Have a blessed journey, okay? Until then. All right, Scorpios. I'm going to set up your reading. Got to get the cards all lined up again and then mixing them. And then we'll get started, okay? One shuffle for Scorpios. Good morning, Scorpios, and whoever's watching. Did you have your coffee? Are you having a beautiful morning? Or are you kind of crabby? It's okay if you're crabby. Sometimes we can be crabby patties. Clink. Just know it's a trigger. And I'm not the one that triggered it, okay? I got up at 6 a.m. in the morning. Not a lot of people do. But I'm totally enjoying this mornings now with you guys. Because, well, Scorpios and viewers, it's not bad waking up that early. It's just getting the swing and routine of it. It makes it difficult for some. I know when I used to work graveyard shift up until the morning, felt like the living dead. Anyway, Scorpios, let's do your reading, okay? So what changes are on their way for Scorpios for the rest of the year 2025 in their money, their career, their evolution, and romantic life? Tide of transition. I'm going to do your money first, okay? Scorpios. Clarify tide of transition for Scorpios. Denial. Health. Comfort. Manifesting. Last one, Scorpio, science. So I don't see you slowing down or pumping your brakes, okay, Scorpios, throughout this year. I feel like you're going to be open to the changes here and going with the flow, because there's going to be a transformation not only in your money, but in your work and your love life, okay? So heads up, 7 up for all that, because you're going to be taking action and nothing's going to stop you in regards to changing things up here in your money throughout the rest of this year, okay, Scorpios? So let's go a little bit deeper, because we love doing that, right, Scorpios? Tense. All right, so in August, you're going to be challenged of whether or not you want to be in denial about your money. And with this challenge, it's going to help you transform if you don't want to give in to denial. That sometimes we can live above our means, or sometimes we got to do something to change our situation, or it keeps on repeating themselves in order for us to finally change it in regards to our money. So I feel like you are going to do something, because I see it in your next month where you're going to heal how you feel about money, how it affects you energetically, and how you're going to take more care in your money. Because I see when you do that in September and healing your money and how you feel about it and all that good jazz, that's when in October you're going to feel more comfortable in your money. That you may not be a wealthy person, but you're going to feel that you're finally balanced here in your money, which is going to get you to be more confident how you want to manifest more money in November, where you're going to put more of your talents out there. So you're being shown, it's like you're showing yourself off, saying, this is the talents I can do. And it's going to entice your employer of, okay, they're ready to take it to the next step. And you're going to literally have to tell them too, for some of you, going, I know I'm ready to take it to the next level in my career. Are you willing to support that? So sometimes you got to be direct, or else you won't see nothing happen, right, Scorpio? But I see you putting your gifts and your talents out there in November, which is going to get you in December to be more open-minded as something is unfolding just for you in your career in December, okay? What got channeled in, Scorpios, throughout this year, you got no quitting sense, okay? Which is great, because it's going to help you foster more here into the next year of 2026, where you're facing any kind of financial problems or business problems too. We got channeled in with an iron fist, you goofballs. And that will not happen, and we will do it different. That's what I got, Scorpio. Hopefully that made you laugh. All right, let's look into your career. So you got, just go with it, Scorpio. Let's see. Clarify, just go with it. 5 cards for Scorpio. Sorry, 5 cards for Scorpios. You got the Rebel. Woo! Investment. Settling. Loss. And offering. So I feel as though you're going to be being more spontaneous here in your career to unlock more potential for yourself and free yourself from any kind of limitations in here in your career. That's the overall picture I feel that's going on for the rest of this year for you in your career, okay, Scorpios? But let's dive deep, because in August, you're going to be unblocking any kind of limiting beliefs in order to have more abundance and growth in your career in August. You're going to be relinquishing any kind of stuff, I was about to say BS, actual bullshit, from the past in regards to your career. What got channeled in, like some kind of linkages of networks that you had? Because you're going to see going it your own way is what's going to help, which is going to lead you to investing more here and saving more so you can invest more here in your career, setting a solid foundation in your career, and you're going to see the fruits of your labor. We got channeled in saving more in September and in order to invest more, okay, in yourself. Your finances are going to improve more too, because you're doing that investment. All right, so it's going to head on you making decisive decisions in your career. Because whatever you choose in October in your career, Scorpios, will be correct. You need to know that there's no wrong path. But you're getting yourself there because you're trusting yourself, your intuition, okay? But just in case you know, just give yourself time and space to evolve and discover your true path in your career in October, okay? This is going to try to get you through any kind of loss in November, okay? There's going to be an ending of a cycle in your career, but there is going to be a new cycle opening up. Because in December, you're going to be investing in how to set up your money, okay? So if you guys are open to doing a money altar, okay, especially in December, start getting it together. So that way you understand what a money altar is and getting the supplies for it, but especially photographs and what it is you want to invest in. And keep focus on those things because it's going to help you curve right into the year 2026 of what you want to happen here in your career next, okay? So money altar is going to happen. That's going to help you move into the next year with ease, okay? Look into a money altar in December, okay? Now let's look into your evolution, Scorpios. Release burdens. All right, this looks good. Huge victory when you have that card, because who wants to hold on to that burdens, you know? So clarify release burdens with 5 cards for Scorpios. Heartfelt palpitation. Rising above. Real connection. Beacon of truth. Last card, Scorpios. Universal design. Yippee! So throughout this year, to see the bigger picture, Scorpios, you're going to be releasing these burdens in order to have clarity and letting go of what no longer serves you in order to magnify your own soul power for the rest of this year. Yippee! Okay. Huge victory. So diving a little bit deeper in August, you're going to be using your spiritual process of gratitude and expressing that gratitude to your spiritual source or whatever belief system you have in order to have patience and really see the gifts that are around you and inside you to cultivate that soul power, to ignite it, okay? Which is going to lead you into more growth with inside you and clarity with grace in September, where it's going to move you into October, really understanding and having that clarity and that awareness that your soul tribe has always been around you. Hello, I'm one of them. And so we're here to support you at any time, even if we have weird, quirky quirks. Okay. Look into Spaceballs, Scorpios. You'll love it. You'll laugh at it and be, this is beautifully retarded. Okay. Spaceballs. I really want them to make a second one, okay, Scorpios? That's that funny. Okay, so you'll understand and find your soul tribe here in October, which is going to lead you to taking a pause in November and tuning into your own inner guidance. That way you understand the right way to go next here in December, which is going to lead you to really having more awareness that you've been guided by your own source, okay? Even through people like me, so that way you always have you're going upward in life instead of being stuck, okay? But to gain you more awareness too about your dreams and how to collaborate with your source to get there as well. But I do different kind of readings, okay, Scorpios, so that way you always know and trust yourself to keep on moving forward, okay? And your ideas are never stupid, okay? So big hugs. Awesome evolution you're going through, because your soul power is your own lighthouse, Scorpios, and it's guiding you through any kind of darkness and uncertainty you're going through for the rest of this year. And everything's getting you to keep on nurturing it and fueling that so it's infinite. And you can dance in the dark with it like I do. All right, so Scorpios, let's go into your romantic life now. You got commitment. Yippee! Let's see what this is, Scorpios. I'm all giddy for you. I'm so hopeful for anybody who goes through, well, crap, you know. I always fight for the underdog, you know. And children. All right, so clarify commitment with 5 cards for Scorpios, singles and couples. Keep an open mind. Love yourself first. Codependency. Addiction. Last one, true love. So singles and couples, especially couples, there is no breakup for the rest of the year unless you're literally saying this is an abusive beep, 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 beep. You get what I mean? Hopefully that made you laugh, Scorpio couples. Okay. We don't want you to be with somebody abusive, okay? So you already know that's a heads up, 7-up. If he or she is abusive towards you, get the hell away from them. Pronto. But couples and singles, I see you very committed to the next stage in your romantic life. And because there's going to be a promise in some kind of form to get you where you need to go, where it's deep and committed, long lasting. Okay. That's the overall picture, because it's getting you to heal and release any kind of family issues to strengthen your romantic life. Especially if you had issues with parents, family members, that kind of stuff. That way it's not affecting your love life anymore, singles and couples, Scorpios. Okay? So let's go deep. In August, you're going to be healing expectations. I mean the whole kebab. Expectations that they have to be like this. Did mommy and daddy not raise them to go and seek out the person they love, or why aren't they expressing their love to me? And da 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 da. Yeah, you're healing all those things. Guess what, Scorpios? We all had to do it, including me. Especially when you think how they're going to come towards you and all that stuff. Okay, singles and couples. So you're healing those things, and it's going to make a great, profound impact when you reach those expectations, okay? Because it's leading to you loving yourself and respecting yourself more. And you're going to do it in such a different way where even your partner, couple Scorpios, is going to be like, ooh la la, did they change up their hair? What's going on? And you're going to surprise them where you're going to really attract your guy, your gal towards you, and they're going to be like, you look so pretty today, or you look so beautiful, and you're going to be like, man, all I had to do was change up my routine and how I take good care of myself. Yep. For you singles, You're just taking good care of yourself so you can keep on attracting that one in that you've been having your eye on, Scorpios, and being so secretive about it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I know you guys all have your eye out on somebody, single Scorpios. But moving into October, in your love life, Scorpios, I see that you are healing any kind of codependency or any kind of addictions. That way it doesn't affect your love life anymore, which is getting a great start in November of really attracting, being in the present moment, nurturing that connection, and enjoying the moment fully here in your romantic life with that love interest or romantic partner, okay, Scorpios, which is leading to the end of December of having a lot of patience with your partner and your love interest, Scorpio singles, or just being patient for your romantic life to come together for singles that don't even have a love interest, okay? So, yeah, that commitment is really getting you to take it to the next level in 2026 in your romantic life, healing a lot of issues, which we all have to do, Scorpios. We're not above or below anybody, but you're making strides here. And you need to know this to keep on going because you are unlocking a lot of things in your life to be open again. Okay? So I'm very proud of you, Scorpios. Big hugs. Hey, Scorpios. That's the end of your reading. Little tear. So I'll see you around, Scorpios. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Hey, Scorpios, remember, you're always welcome, okay? And now let's move forward to Sagittarius is next, okay? Hey, Sagittarius, yippee! I'm going to be doing your reading here in a little bit, so thank you for your patience while I get things together. And then I'll let you know we're about to ask that question for your reading to see what's going down for the rest of the year, okay, for you. Money, career, evolution, and romance, okay? Hey, viewers, if you just joined my life, please hit the like button, please. Thank you. Cheers. Clink. There we go. I had to press the thing so people can see me. I see you. Now and then it goes. Gotta love lighting. 2 shuffles. Good morning, everyone. All right, Sagittarius, let's do the damn thing. So what changes are on the way for Sagittarius for their rest of the year of 2025 in their money, their career, their evolution, and their romantic life? Ignite creation, Sagittarius. This is about your money first, okay? So this should be good. Verify Ignite Creation with 5 cards for Sagittariuses. Business, student, silence, peacemaker, slow. I feel for you Sagittarius, so you can see the overall picture, is that you're going to make sure to manifest more in throughout the year in your money, but you're not going to go fast with it. You're going to pay attention to the details. That way you can overcome any kind of financial problems throughout the rest of the year. That's the overall picture I see. Now let's dive a little bit deeper, okay? Sagittarius is in August. You are going to be getting more awareness on how big you want to make your money if you want a different outcome, which is going to lead to you really studying, understanding, becoming the student in regards to your money in September. So that way you can make different choices here in how to manage your money, or even hiring a financial advisor for help, which is leading you into October not to talk to anybody but your damn money, because you deserve your privacy, okay? Because you know if you share too much, it causes too much drama. Which is great, because in November, you're going to become the peacemaker and having a peace of mind here about your money in order to have a win-win attitude here. And I see in December, there's going to be a slow progress of you getting there with the money goal that you want. And if you need this reminder, Sagittarius, in December, remember, slow and steady work leads to sustainable success in your money, okay? That way you're not getting stressed out, all right? So slow and steady wins the race, okay, in your money. But you're going to be overcoming any kind of obstacles here, okay? Now let's look into your career, Sagittarius. You got open to receive. Yippee! Clarify open to receive with 5 cards for Sagittarius. Growth. Nice. Unlock. Denial. Health. And comfort. Awesome. So here's the bigger picture, okay? Sagittarius is in regards to your career for the rest of this year. You're going to have impatience to invite different kind of streams of money to come in, like odd jobs, in order for you to have more growth here in your life, but let alone in your career. But these odd jobs are not going to be the end-all be-all career kind of situations, okay? They're just going to give you the stream of money that you need in order for you to be comfortable where you're at is what's getting channeled in, okay? So let's dive a little bit deeper, okay, Sagittarius is. In August, there's going to be growth here in your career. This growth in your career is essential to unlearn some rules that are constantly evolving, okay? So you're going to unlearn some things in order to learn some new things in your career. That's where that growth is going to happen in August in your career, okay? Things now in September, things are going to be unlocked for you in your career. If there's any obstacles in your career, it's going to remind you that you're steering off course in your career, okay? That's a reminder for you, Sagittariuses, that need to know that in September. But other than that, there's going to be more abundance and prosperity that are going to be unlocked, okay? Now in October, you're going to be challenged to whether or not you want to transform any kind of denial here in your career, okay, Sagittarius? Because there's something that you need not to refuse to see here in your career in October. I need to say this, Sagittarius. Don't live beyond your means, okay, in October. And don't go beyond your means in your to your detriment of your health in your career as well. Okay. Now in November, you're going to be healing more of your health and your energy and replenishing it so that way you can take it to the next level here in your career. And I see you doing that where you're having more comfort here in your career, more calmness, because of the fact you're realizing too, you're comfortable where you're at and it's okay, so that way you can regroup through this comfort, so that way your next year won't be so hard on you in your career. Hey, we are back. Sorry about that. My battery died. So back to you, Sagittariuses. Let's look into your evolution next, okay? So Sagittarius, frost of stillness. Let's look into your evolution by clarifying it. Clarify frost of stillness with 5 cards for Sagittariuses. Seeing the beauty, golden map, inner peace, and divine protection. Okay, so when it comes down to your evolution, Sagittariuses, you're going to embrace more time by yourself in order to reflect with, in order to have clarity here. Trying to create healthy boundaries and guarding against fear and doubt. So solitude every once in a while with yourself throughout this year for your own evolution, okay, is what I see. So that's the big picture. Now I'm going to dive into your months, okay? So in August, your first month is you're going to start cultivating more of what you see and what you want to go towards as your divine plan here. So that way you cultivate success in your life. I see that in August, which is going to lead you to being aligned to your desires and what your true purpose is in September, Sagittarius is. Now in October, you're going to have more inner peace time with yourself, gaining more faith for your journey. And I get really stillness in October with meditation and practices, okay, of spiritual work. Now in November, You're going to be reaching more of your full potential here with grace and allowing things to unfold in your life with ease, which in December, you're going to have more of a realization, an upgrade in your perception, Sagittarius. This is part of your evolution in order to understand that the universe, spirit, God, whatever you believe in, has your back in order to help you transition to the next phase of your journey in the year 2026, okay? So your evolution is going to be a lot within inside you, cultivating that time and space. So that way you're not giving into fears and doubts anymore. And you're making healthy boundaries with you and others, okay? Be crystal clear. Now let's move into your romantic life. Yippee! Trust yourself. Yeah. Dab. So clarify, trust yourself with 5 cards for Sagittariuses. Calling in your soulmates. Healing family issues. Keeping an open mind. Love yourself first. Last card, codependency. So, Sagittarius couples and singles, be sweet and right to the point in regards to your romantic life, singles and couples, Sagittariuses. You're going to be trusting yourself, letting your intuition guide you in your romantic life because you know you deserve love and you're lovable. Okay? So let's dive a little bit deeper throughout the months. In August, you're going to use your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations, okay, to make sure you know what you want in your romantic life, who you want, and if it's traditional or modern or whatever, you're going to be deciding all that and using your spiritual process to help you get you there in August. That's the first step. Second step you're making in September is healing any family issues in your romantic life so it doesn't affect it anymore, single and couple Sagittariuses, which is leading you to doing some more healing work in October of any expectations. You're going to be wiping them clean because you're going to realize it never helped you one bit. It was something that was conditioned, and trust me, we all had to clean it up throughout our lives, including me. Okay, so big hugs. So in November, you're going to be loving yourself first and attracting that love interest in for you singles, for you couples. You're taking good care of yourself so you look more romantically attractive to your partner because you're showing that you have self-respect, okay? Now it's leading into you clearing out any kind of codependency or addictions in your romantic life, single and couple Sagittarius is in December, which is great because clearing out the old and making way for the new is what you're doing. And you're doing it in strides because you're trusting yourself, okay? Let's look at the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius. You know, let's see, sticking. Ooh, I love this for you. You're making sure everyone involved, Sagittarius, is being realistic on the same page. Yeah, that was at the bottom of the deck. See that clearly. You are making sure you and no one else around you is in fantasy land. Yippee! Huge victory for Sagittariuses. Big hugs. That's your reading, okay? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, Sagittariuses. And guess what, Sagittarius? Please enjoy your journey. You're always welcome, okay? I'll see you later, all right? Now let's move on to Capricorn. What up, Capricorns? If you're a subscriber, if you're a viewer, hit that like button. Capricorn, I'm going to get things sorted and then we'll start your reading, okay? That way, none of the cards are mixed up with the other cards, you know? Two shuffles. All right. Now, Capricorns, let's do the damn thing. Now, what changes are on their way for Capricorns for the rest of the year 2025 in money, career, their evolution, and romantic life? First card out, Labyrinth of Choices. This is in regards to your money first, okay? Clarify Labyrinths of Choices with 5 cards for Capricorns. Change, odd jobs, business, student, silence. All right, so in regards to your money, Capricorns, here's the big picture first, okay? Before we dive deep, so you know a little bit more if you need to. So the big picture is that you're going to be making a lot of different choices in regards to your money. So whatever you choose will be correct. And this is in order to understand what you need and things that align to make your vision become real, your life purpose, okay? So you got to ask yourself how you want to invest in your life purpose for the rest of this year if you didn't already know, okay? Now let's dive deep. Now in August, you're going to be going through a positive change here in your money. So it's going to be time to embrace it, which is going to lead to you doing some odd jobs, but it's not your career, okay? That will cultivate more income and financial stability, okay? Now in October, you're going to be growing and increasing and rising more of your awareness and thinking bigger if you want a different outcome in regards to your money, okay? You're going to be learning how to reinforce thriving instead of surviving here in your money in October is what got channeled in. Now in November, you're going to be learning a lot about how to transform your money in a positive way. Learning more money management, or even looking into a financial advisor to help you in November about your money, okay, Capricorn? And I don't see you being all loud and about your money in December. No, you're going to keep that to yourself because there's some blabbermouths around you that would just love to cause drama up in your life, okay, Capricorns, in December, which is going to lead you to more positivity about what your life purpose really is and how to invest in that in the year 2026. More income is what got channeled in, especially when you're aligned to your life purpose. Okay? Now your career. You got quiet moments. Let's see what this is about, Capricorns. Clarify quiet moments. 5 cards for Capricorns. Precocious. Transporter. Laborer. designer, gossip. Man. All right, so in regards to your big picture about your career, Capricorns, here it is. You're going to be spending some time and space with yourself to balance out any kind of setbacks you have here in your career, so that way you can accept what was and do something different in order to see something not happen over and over again in your career. And those are the setbacks, because these setbacks are getting you to do something different so you headed to the next phase. Okay, but it'll take a moment. All right, this is why you have this energy of needing to have quiet moments with yourself, so people are not you're not giving into any kind of gossip or deceit, okay, about your career. So here goes. We're going to go deep. In August, for you Capricorns, there's going to be fast changes in regards to money and unexpected turn events here in your career, okay, in August, which is leading you to things moving really quickly here in your career, okay? Again, if there's any setbacks, even by things moving fast in your career in September, it's in order for you to do things different, okay, Capricorns? That's in September, okay? Now in October, your hard work is going to pay off, so keep on going. Don't let anybody stop you or give in to any kind of deceit, okay? Because hard work is key. What lasts will never come easily, okay? So stay focused, especially in October in your career. Now in November, you're going to have a really profound way of being creative here in your career. It'll be a nice turn for you in November, where you're able to design more, be creative more in your career, and express yourself more in your career. So write down your beautiful ideas, because they're not stupid, throughout this year, because you may be able to use them in November, okay? So write it down in a journal. It's a gift to yourself at any point in time to use it. Now in December, you're going to be challenged of whether or not you want to give in to any kind of gossip around you in regards to your career, okay? Because a lot of buzz about what you are creating. People are going to get wind of it in December. So your personal challenge is not to get distracted by it in your career, okay, Capricorns, in December. Yippee! Let them talk, Capricorns. Because then when you reveal it, yippee, right? All right, so now let's look into your evolution throughout the rest of this year, Capricorns. Peaks reached. Another yippee. A lot of celebrations coming your way throughout this year, Capricorns. So stay solid and stable and flexible as you go forward. That's what's getting channeled in. Clarified peaks reached for Capricorns, 5 cards. Heavenly embrace. Guardian armor. Power of attract. Power to attract. Transformation limits. Last one, answers revealed. All right. So the hugest big ish, not issue, Capricorns, but biggest celebration that you're going to have here in your evolution is you allowing yourself to celebrate each step as you take, because you're tuning into your inner guidance throughout this year in order to be your own beacon and light as you move forward, not just for yourself, but others around you, okay? So you're needing to know that, so that way it's okay to celebrate the hard work you're making, okay, Capricorns, as you move forward. Because we're going to go deep now. Why? In August, you're going to be guided by me or your spirit guides. That way you never lose your way. Okay? In order to lead you back to where you need to be. And that's going to give you the transformative effect to move into September, to create healthy boundaries and guarding against doubt and fear, and being focused to keep on moving forward. And in October, you're going to be with the flow of things and attracting opportunities towards you, and anything that is not for you, it will pass you by in October, okay? Now in November, you're going to go through a transformation, but it's going to be a change that'll be with ease for you, okay? Which is going to sweep away any doubts and fears and any kind of attachments that no longer serve you in your life, okay? Now in December, you're going to spend more quality time with yourself in order to hear your spiritual source and be connected with it. And you'll have more answers to themselves towards you in your spiritual practice of meditation in order to guide you to the next course of your journey in the year 2026. So yeah, great job, Capricorns. You're going to get through with things with ease, okay? And you'll be able to celebrate your victories. See you giving into any kind of bullshit in regards to people around you or any kind of inner deceit, okay? Yippee! All right, Capricorns. Here's about your love life next, your romantic life. You got Ride the Current. So clarify Ride the Current with 5 cards for Capricorns. Unrequited Love. Retreat. Playfulness. You Deserve Love. Calling in your soulmate. So the big picture is that you're going with the flow, at least embracing change here in your romantic life and trying to go with the flow of what's going on in your romantic life throughout the rest of this year, because there's this connection that's undeniable, Capricorn, that's around you that you feel or may not know. I don't know about your situation, single and couple Capricorns, but what I see in the cards and what's getting channeled in with me, that you guys both have a big, deep bond, that you guys known each other before, especially if it's past life or not. It's just a deep bond with you two. But you're trying to go with the flow and trying to release any kind of resistance for some kind of transition to happen, to finally hit it to the next stage in your romantic life where it's long lasting, leads to marriage, something committal, for the long haul. That's the big picture. I don't see this past person just going just yet. But I just see you really going with the flow of stuff, okay, Capricorn, couples and singles. So let's dive in so you understand a little bit more if you need to. In August, in your romantic life, single and couple Capricorns, you're going to understand whether or not you're dealing with an unrequited love situation. And that's simple. Do you or the other person love you, or you love them more than the other person loves you, or vice versa, you know? So you're going to understand whether or not you're in an unrequited love situation and see if you want to still be in it, okay? I get channeled that a lot of you are not. Yippee! Which is going to lead to you retreating more into taking some time and space for yourself in order to heal, to go back into the flow of life, which I see you will be in October. Will be a situation where you'll be going out and about, hanging out in the community with friends or family, and there'll be a situation that'll get you to be playful again in your romantic life with somebody new. But it's going to get you to do things one step at a time here in your romantic life. Because in November, couples and singles, I see that you're going to focus on that you deserve love, which is going to lead you towards really make sure that you are together couples. For you singles, it's getting you to be ready with inside you to have a romantic partnership again. You're taking your first steps in December to revealing those answers within inside you through your spiritual process of meditation, to give you have balance, courage, and all that good stuff, so it can lead you into 2026 singles to having to be open to it. Okay, for you couples, if you're still together, especially if you experience unrequited love, I still see you strengthening your bond in such a different way where it's through your spiritual process at the end of the year, is what's got channeled in. Okay? So I don't see you giving up, Capricorns, in your romantic life. I see you really going with the flow of things, okay? So Capricorns, big hugs. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And big hugs, Capricorns. I'll see you later, okay? Hi there, Raymond Johnson in the chat. Glad you can join me. Now let's move on to Aquariuses. Aquarius, big hugs. Been a minute. You've been working hard, sirs and mans. Hopefully not too hard. When you work hard and then play hard, rock and roll style. Aquariuses. Oh yeah, Aquariuses, I'm going to set up your reading, okay? 2 shuffles before we start, Aquariuses. Three hours in, and it feels nice and beautiful. Usually when I see tarot readers do a 3-hour live, they're worn out. They're gone before 3 hours. Me, I'm still raring to go. No offense to tarot readers. I can give them a quick thing about that and how to help them. Hi there, G*1 618 359 Did you just put your, what is all those numbers about? G star? Let me know in the live chat. But hi there. Glad you can join me. Don't forget to hit the like button. We're on Aquariuses. So what changes are on their way for Aquariuses for the rest of the year 2025 in their money, their career, their evolution, and romantic life? Ooh, Gates of Opportunities. First card out for your money, Aquariuses. Let's see what this is about. That's always a damn good card for Aquariuses. Clarify Gates of Opportunities with 5 cards for Aquariuses. Slow. The Rebel. That's what I would expect from an Aquarius. Take off. Underworld. And Teacher. Nice. All right. Hey, Aquariuses, heads up. All right, Aquariuses, in regards to your money, there's going to be a lot of opportunities and how you can accumulate more money. Okay. So don't waste your opportunities, okay, on your potential to make more money throughout the rest of this year, okay? But the big thing you need to know is keep it hush hush to yourself unless you like the gossip and the drama, right? Because that's what I got. Okay. Your challenge is if you want to be distracted by people gossiping about your opportunities and stuff like that. Gotta have a dramatic effect, right? Every once in a while, Aquarius is wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Not saying you, just other people around you, right? All right, so that's the overall big picture. Pick and choose what kind of info you want to reveal, okay, Aquarius, is about your money to people. Because here in August, you're going to have a slow climb here in regards to your money, but this is slow climb is what's going to give you the improvements that you need. Remember, slow and steady work leads to sustainable success, okay, Aquarius, is in your money. Now, what it's leading to in September is you being that rebel, right? Yippee! Where you're breaking through any kind of limiting beliefs and blocks in regards to your abundance, okay? You're going to be more of a trailblazer in regards to your money, carving more of your path from your ideas, okay? Now in October, things are going to be taking off more in your money. I mean, they're going to take off really quick and unexpected, okay? And you're going to have a plan to help you keep on moving forward in regards to your money in October, okay? Which is leading into November of more opportunities in your money to make some more changes here in your life and in the world. Okay, Aquariuses, there's going to be more methods of making money. So definitely look into those matters of different streams of income. Now in December, I feel like you're going to be divulging more of your true potential by teaching people more about their money and how to put it into practice too. Yippee! Very cool, Aquarius. It's like what you learn is what you give back. Very awesome. All right. Now let's move into your career, okay, Aquariuses? You got Cavern of Secrets. Yippee! How I love to dive into the cavern of secrets, but this is pretty interesting for an Aquarius. So clarify cavern of secrets, 5 cards for Aquariuses. Science, peacemaker, unlocking, denial, growth. All right, I know what this is about. Okay, so in regards to your rest of the year of your career, you are going to be unveiling a lot of things towards yourself through your spiritual process, because what's going to be revealed to you is how you're going to work smarter, not harder anymore in your career. So that way you're enjoying your life no matter what age you are, okay? So that way you're not draining your health and your energy anymore in your career. Yippee! Okay? Your spiritual process is what's going to reveal it, okay? A meditation. Why I say this? We're going to go deep, okay? Aquarius is in August. You're going to be looking very closely here in your career and how to solve business and financial problems where you're minimizing your time and energy, not allowing people to critique you, and not allowing yourself to critique yourself either. That's what got channeled in August, because you're keeping an open mind as something is unfolding just for you, and this looking in deep and how it's affecting your health and your energy and readjusting it. Very cool. Now it's leading to you becoming more of a peacemaker here in your career in September. So that way you adopt a win-win attitude when negotiating any kind of business deals with you and others. I get with self-employed and people working in an employed environment with a company or a corporation, especially if you are higher management or a director. You get what I mean? You're going to be making peace with a lot of employees too, so that way they work better with you. And your negotiation tactics are going to work because you're going to be fair about it in September, which is unlocking things more here in your career in October, okay, Aquarius? Because when obstacles appear in October, it'll be a reminder that you're steering off course, okay? But there's going to be more abundance that's coming in through your career in October. And you're going to be free from a lot of limitations too in your career. I get channeled in more time off in October for you. Yippee! Now, in September, you're going to be challenged with a transformation, Aquarius, in your career. Of if you want to transform something here in your career that you may or may not realize you're going to be in denial about. And that is if you're giving too much of your energy in your career to situations got channeled in that are stupid. But I also get if you're being a taskmaster to yourself in your career in November. So you're going to be transforming whether or not you want to do something different. Perhaps you're insisting that reality be something that it's not. Because if you've been faking it to making money, it's time for you to take off the mask. That's what got channeled in, okay? But I feel like you're going to embrace that transformation from getting out of denial about your career in November. And in December, it's going to lead to growth. Okay? Hi there again, G-Star. Now, back to you, Aquariuses. That growth is going to happen because you see it as essential to unlearn certain things, like rules, because things are consistently evolving here in your career. And plus, your money flow is going to look really great. And even a new job offer is going to come your way. For some of you Aquariuses have been waiting for something new. That's going to be a better stepping stone to the last job that you're in. Because I don't see like you quitting your job for those who are employed. I just see that a job offer is going to come your way and you're going to be like, cool, this was the very thing I needed to decide whether or not I want to jump ship. And I feel as though you're going to work very smart and really seeing where you want to put your potential towards. And I'm very hopeful for you, Aquariuses, that you're going to try to aim always towards for your divine potential, your full potential, okay? And that's what I feel like you're being headed towards. So that way, a career is not a taskmaster to you anymore, okay? Not bad for your career. Now let's move into your evolution for the rest of the year, okay, Aquariuses? You got Labyrinth of Choices. So clarify Labyrinth of Choices with 5 cards for Aquariuses. Mystic Circle, Blessed Growth, Steady Effort, Infused Intent, and Divine Protection. Yippee! So, in regards to your evolution, Aquariuses, for the rest of the year, you're going to be divinely guided here and inspired to trust yourself, and whatever you choose will be correct in order to lead you to seeing the bigger picture in your life. And you're going to be gathering up all those puzzle pieces so at the end of this year you can see it, okay? And it's going to be really freaking awesome, okay? So let's dive a little bit deep, okay, Aquariuses, so you can see hopefully the overall picture now. As in August, you're going to be very connected and patient and grounded here as you move forward in your journey, which is going to lead to more growth in September of you nurturing your dreams and planting more roots of success and a solid foundation as you move forward with inside you. And so you can see more of that growth on the outside of you. And October, you're going to make more movement going forward using your resources and rewards that you're going to be getting, which is going to lead to magnifying your soul power and focusing on your intentions to guide you forward into December, because it's going to give you a transformative effect where you start realizing and understanding that you've been protected by the divine, your source, whatever you believe, okay, Aquarius is, that the universe has your back and you've been assisted this whole time in order to get you through, to have faith and trust in yourself moving forward. And it's going to lead into the year 2025 with that awareness and more expansion within inside you. Clouds of illusion are going to be parting, and your way is going to be cleared. It was going to what got channeled in the year 2026 to you. Okay, very cool. Now, your romantic life, Aquarius, is you got quiet moments. Clarify quiet moments with 5 cards for Aquariuses. Unrequited love. Retreat. Playfulness. You deserve love. And calling in your soulmate. All right, so for the rest of the year, 2025, Aquarius couples and singles in your romantic life, you're going to spend time and space with yourself, making sure you understand and have clarity here to make decisive decisions to balance out your finances, career, so it doesn't affect your romantic life, okay, couples and singles. All right, and you're going to be going through the flow of challenges, and so we're going to dive a little bit deeper, Aquariuses, couples and singles, of what those is, okay, what they are, what those is. All right, so August, you're going to be challenged of whether or not you're in an unrequited love situation, couples and singles, okay? There's going to be a situation in your romantic life where it doesn't feel like enough, and you're going to have to understand whether or not you want to be in this relationship with anymore, or for you singles, if you want to still have this love interest anymore, okay? So in September, it's going to have you retreat to really get to know your partner and seeing if things are salvageable between you two. For you singles, it's you spending time for you in September. Okay, Aquariuses? Now I see in October, there's going to be new profound playfulness in your romantic life, couples and singles, which is going to lead to you to focus on that you are lovable and you deserve love, okay? Which is going to, in December, get you to understand what you want in love, what you want to nurture in your romantic life and yourself, where you're going to be using your spiritual process of prayers, affirmations, and visualizations to bring you two together. You may even ask your partner if they want to do any spiritual processes with you to make your bond deeper. For you singles, it's you upgrading within inside you of what you want in your romantic life so you have a balanced stance for the next year of 2026. I don't see any kind of breakup unless you're literally saying that your romantic life in August is an unrequited love situation and there's nothing to get past it. Okay, Aquariuses, to be crystal clear. But see, that's why I say in August, you're going to be deciding if whether or not you are in one. And when you decide whether or not you are in one, afterwards, it's smooth sailing, okay? That you are still going to bounce back no matter what, okay? So Aquariuses, that's your reading. Really hope it helps. Big hugs, Aquariuses. You're always welcome, okay? And I'll see you later, all right? Please take care and enjoy your journey. Now let's move on to the last zodiac sign, and that is Pisces. What up, Pisces? I'm going to get the cards together, and then we'll start your reading, okay? Don't forget to hit the like button. Cheers, everyone. Blink. Two shuffles. Do, 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 do. All right, Pisces, big hugs. Let's get started, okay? So what changes are on their way for Pisces for the rest of the year 2025 in their money, their career, their evolution, and romantic life? First card out is your money, okay? And that is Vortex of Creativity. Yippee! All right, clarified Vortex of Creativity for Aquarius is 5 cards, please. Gossip, retail, unexpected, angelic help, the office. All right. So Pisces, here's the overall picture in regards to your money for the rest of this year. You're going to be creative here in manifesting what you want in reality in regards to your money, because you're going to be managing your money really well here through any kind of challenges for the rest of this year. Now to go deeper, month by month, okay? Here we go. In August, there's going to be gossip around your money, so don't give in to that deceit, okay? Now in September, you'll be saving money, which is going to help you save a lot of energy here, not getting stressed out about it. Because there's going to be a positive outcome by moving into your, especially if you want a business online, okay, for some of you Pisces that need to know that. But I really get you saving money, time here. Even going for, looking for a passive kind of income. So your ideas are not stupid, please write them down. So you may want to utilize those ideas in September, okay? The activation process is what's getting channeled in for September. Now, in October, there's going to be unexpected financial setbacks, okay? So tackle that in advance and prepare for that unexpectedly in October, okay, Pisces? So heads up, 7 up with that. In November, you're going to have divine and angelic help. So all you got to do is trust yourself and the universe, because blessings in your career and your money are being lined up. So stay positive about it. If you get off balance, just use your spiritual process of meditation. especially for November, okay? Or anytime you get stressed out, really, okay? Which is leading to you thinking greater good, not just for yourself, but achieving a better outcome here in your money in December. There's going to be more boost in your earnings here in December, okay? And that's because you did more in your career because you were delegated more tasks here, okay? So yeah, not bad for the rest of the year, okay, Pisces? Now let's look into your career. Protected. Yippee! Clarify protected with 5 cards for Pisces. Parenthood. Rider. Leadership. Work smart. Slow. All right, so Pisces overall picture before we go deep into your career for the rest of the year. The overall picture is this. You're protected here for any kind of BS that may happen in your career. And I mean even protected by any kind of deceit inside and outside of you in your career, because you're growing through any kind of perfectionisms, okay? Because you won't move forward if you don't conquer the fear of failure. I mean like even the minor ones of, you know, like if you didn't call out at a certain time, or if you were getting trained and you don't know it off the bat, you get what I mean? Because you have what it takes to improve your finances in your career, so you are enough, okay? And that's what you're going to come to realize. Because people in your career do like you, Pisces, okay? So now let's dive deep. In August, you're going to be nurturing here your career and healing anything, because that way it opens up more abundance here in your career, Pisces. Especially if you're in like a teacher, caregiver, helping children, you get what I mean? But you're also going to need this reminder, Pisces, in August. Remember to nurture yourself as you work towards your goals here in your career, okay? Especially in August and now and forever, okay? Please, in balance. It's just leading to you writing things down more here in your career. And you're going to understand too, your words are powerful here in your career to cause change in a positive way. So make sure they're uplifting and encouraging here in in September, okay, Pisces, in your career. Now, there's going to be an opportunity of leadership in your career, Pisces, in October. And once you accept this, you're going to be stepping into your power. Your career will soar, okay, in October. Now in November, you're going to be cleaning up your career both professionally and personally for a new start, because you're going to work smarter and not harder here in your career by focusing on your basic needs even when spending your money too, and contemplating things like solutions here in your career as well. And after that, in September, there's going to be a slow climb here in your career, but you need to remember this, Pisces, in December. Remember, slow and steady work leads to sustainable success, okay, in December for you, which is going to transition you nicely in your career in 2026. I don't see you jumping ship, but you're very much protected here. So that way it guards against any kind of deceit, okay? Yippee! Now your evolution. You got thrive and believe, Pisces, for the rest of this year. So we're going to look more into it. Clarify thrive and believe with 5 cards for Pisces. True North. Sacred Journey. Pathway Beyond. Golden Map. Inner Peace. Yippee! So you're going to be collaborating with your source for the rest of this year, whatever belief system you have, whether it's God, the divine, whatever. But you're going to collaborate with your source through your spiritual evolution in order to guide you towards your dreams, okay? And part of your dreams is you embracing your growth of thriving and believing here to your path to fulfillment in this lifetime. Very cool. That's the bigger picture. Now let's go deep. In August, you're going to realign yourself by listening to yourself and your intuition in order to make decisions to move forward and not keep stuck in your journey. And in return, in September, you're going to go through a transformation. And this collaboration with you and Source is going to get you to transform more in your emotions where you're solid and stable and going with the flow of things, which is great because it's going to open up new things to you in October, okay? With inside you, around you, but especially releasing what no longer serves you in October, okay, Pisces? Huge evolution there because it's going to hit you to the next zone in your evolution of your true purpose and aligning with that, and you're going to get more blessings in November, okay? Now in December, you're going to have more inner peace, cultivating more of that through your meditation and spiritual practices, letting go more and having faith to transition you to a higher purpose in 2026, okay? And you're going to trust your path. Very cool. Yippee! Last thing is your romantic life, Pisces, taking precautions. So cheers with that, Pisces. So I got to drink some water. So clarify taking precautions with 5 cards for Pisces. Calling in your soulmate. True love. Attraction. Chemistry. Getting to know each other. All right, Pisces, couples and singles. First, couples. Couple Pisces, you are not breaking up. If anything, you guys are deepening your bonds together. For you singles and couples, you're taking it one step at a time, okay? in order to be vigilant and receptive to what's going on in the flow of your romantic life, okay? Because whoever this is that's coming into your life, single Pisces, is your soulmate. This is someone you can get close with, and they may have kids, okay? For some of you Pisces singles, I need to know that. Now, for you couples, it's you guys taking it one step at a time to really deepen your bond here. Because, yeah, you guys are not breaking up, but you guys are making sure things are balanced in your home life, especially if you have kids, okay? Where you're having more date nights, okay? To be crystal clear, Pisces couples, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, big hugs. All right, so let's dive a little bit deeper, okay? Singles and couple Pisces. In August, you're going to be using your spiritual process in order to pray, to make affirmations, do visualizations, to help you be ready for the next step that is going to be taken in your romantic life, single and couples. And that is having true patience to have true love. Because it has to happen within inside you first before you see it on the outside. So I see you cultivating more of that patience for that love to grow within inside you first. Then it's going to happen in your romantic life, okay? Now in October, you're not going to be having the past or future possibilities mess with you at all, Pisces, couples and singles, because you're going to be in the moment cultivating, acting, and enjoying that moment of nurturing your love interests or joy in your life. But for you couples, really nurturing your romantic life together, okay? And that is in October. Now, singles and couples, singles in your November, there's going to be somebody that you're going to be like, wow, I have a lot of chemistry with them. This is pretty cool. They're going to feel it too. And it's like two magnets going clink. Okay. So, yeah, they're going to want to get to know you, singles. So, Pisces, just be open to it if you're ready. Okay. Now, Pisces couples, your bond's going to deepen more here in November. You're going to reveal more of yourselves to each other, where it's going to lovebirds. Gotta love that. Lovebirds is what got channeled in for your November. And single and couple, in your romantic life, you're going to be knowing your partner, your love interests, by revealing more of your innermost selves with each other, because that's when things are going to deepen and it's going to transcend to the next level in the year 2026 for you, where you're still connected with them, okay? Okay? Singles and couples, Pisces, that's your reading. Big hugs. Hey, Pisces, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. You're always welcome, okay? Please enjoy your journey, and I'll see you later. Now, viewers, that is the end of all zodiac signs. And I hope you guys enjoy your long frickin' readings. Because, well, here's my update and what's going on with my channel, then me, okay? You made it this far, or you're hitting that timestamp so you can hear what's going down, and you're a smart cookie, right? Because I'm going to have free classes for tarot readers, healers, oracle readers, psychics, and a mix of tarot and oracle reader classes. That means if you do tarot and oracle reading, well, I have a class for you too, okay? So it's going to be very simple and easy. I have it on my channel. You just show up. It's going to be a live You'll be able to interact with me, ask me any kind of questions. All are welcome. Even my past people that I dealt with in regards to tarot too, you're always welcome as well. I have no enemies. I love being able to help everybody, any kind of person really. So that way they get towards their divine fulfillment or full potential or life purpose, all that good stuff, you know. So those are going to be free, and those are going to be in August. First one starts on August 5th for tarot readers, and then so on. And you can easily hit the notify me button, and especially if you're subscribed. Now, in these in these classes I'll be doing, they will, if you want to bring a journal to chart your course and how you're doing in the class, go ahead. It's not necessarily required if you don't have it, but you can easily get your own journal by ordering it from the dollar store, Family Dollar, Walmart. You get what I mean. So I always say it's not to have those things so that way you see the evolution that goes on inside you throughout your journey, okay? So that way you can be able to say, ha, I've been through some things and I learned through some things and I did a lot of great progress as I move forward. It's a gift to yourself to really see the achievements that sometimes we forget throughout our journey, but you can always use it as a memoir to make money off of later on as another gift to yourself. You have brilliant ideas. You can always look back on your journal to see those things too. You get any inspiration or empowerment through my classes, I want you to be able to write those things down, okay? So this is why I make things open, to grow and expand you in so many different levels, so that way you're improving your life, and whoever you're connected with, you're improving their life too by your own stance. Anything else? I'm pretty excited about doing those classes that are coming up. It'll be the first step for people that are taking those classes, because in October I'm going to be doing all these other different kind of classes, and it's like all the elements, including knowing your life purpose class and all this other stuff. I can't wait to come out with it. But then I can, because, you know, it's one of those things I still have to make sure I map out really nicely, so that way it leads, if it needs to lead to another class, it will. But like I said, everything's free on my channel. If you want more an in-depth, personal kind of reading or healing process, you can always go to my website, and that link is down in the description box. What's going on in my personal life? Things are going really great. Optimistic about my love life. I'm still being patient about whoever it is that's divinely guided towards me to come towards me, because I'm divinely guided to be patient and sit back and just chill and enjoy life, really. So last night, me and my daughter spontaneously did some karaoke night, which was great. Been growing and involving my family relationships, and that's been really good. Here soon I'll be checking in with some friends and stuff and see how they're doing. But things have been going great with my community. I'm still doing some work in order to help grow and expand people that are going through any kind of hardship, so that way they're transitioning out of that hardship to, you know, more of thriving, you know. So that's going really good. I just want to give people more perspective and an update, because I have different people who watch me. especially if you're a YouTuber. I don't watch your channel. Don't watch your channel. Nothing against you. I'm very focused on what I'm doing. But if you ever need to get in contact with me, any type of YouTuber that watches me, my email's down in the description box. People I've dealt with in the spiritual community, tarot, and all that, you're always welcome if you contact me. I'm network with different kind of people. I don't hold anything against anybody, especially Wolfie. And so I'm very, this is my stance in order to allow people to understand that you can let go of the past, change can happen, and not be fearful of how things are now. You can't keep on referencing the past of how that person is, because believe it or not, people do change in their own time and way, even if it's a little bit. It's just you're going to learn how to trust yourself. So what better is me talking the talk and walking the walk? So I'm very hopeful for people I used to associate with or even knew or even stalked me in the past. I'm very hopeful for you that things have changed. And I've forgiven everybody in my past, even up until this point, because I no longer want to take that with me. Because as I move forward with this new stance of living in the present, living in the present is literally updating yourself of how people are doing now, even giving people the update of how you're doing now versus how you were doing in the past. Because I realize that we're all not the same that we were a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So I definitely have a lot of forgiveness in my heart for people that I had misunderstandings with, so big hugs. So viewers, with that being said, thank you, all those who are helping. No matter what profession you are in, thank you for helping the collective from survival to thriving. I greatly appreciate it because your time and energy does welcome in new growth. And just thank you in general too. Big hugs. So I'm going to go out this live with a mantra, but you are invited to the next live. For you tarot readers, it's on August 5th. And for viewers, it is Wednesdays. No, sorry, not Wednesdays. Thursdays and Saturdays at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you can always watch the playback whenever you want, as long as you're subscribed to me. Just hit the notification bell, okay? And you'll be notified. For you mobile app users, it's just subscribing. Because I don't know why they keep on changing things in YouTube. Because you can't even, on your mobile app, can't even, I know with Android, you can't even see if you can switch it to all notifications, okay? I tried to do it with not too long ago of different music channels on to listen to music on YouTube. And I noticed you can't even get all notifications on mobile app, that option. So I don't know if they're going to change that up because they've been changing a lot of things up. So hopefully for the better, So there's your update and your invitation to come to my channel, okay? Hope to see you there. So now let's do the mantra. 𝐸toma 𝐸toma Rityorman Ritanyamaya Am Shanti. 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 Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful journey, okay? I'll see you later. Bye for now.